Hello everyone, this is a quick short video on what A4 is about, just so you can go back to it and you don't have to worry about missing anything. You can come to this video and use it as a sort of audible checklist for you. So if you go here into assignments, A4 is the only assignment in its category, so you can click on it. This is due Monday, December 14th, so hopefully you can see my calendar. If not, it is a Monday directly 2 weeks from the day that you will get this video, November 30th. All right, so you have 2 weeks to finish this assignment. And what you will do is your purpose is metacognition. So we'll talk about this term a lot this week. It is thinking about thinking. So critically understanding how we think and what we've learned this semester. And so you'll be asked to reflect. You reflected a lot this semester. And so to wrap up, you're going to use all of the metacognition skills that you've learned and wrap it up by writing a letter to me. So you'll submit 2 pieces. The first part is your letter. So it's 2 pages. You'll write a letter to me that explains your growth as a writer and a learner this semester, of course, following a general format. And you can look at the example for specifics on how to organize this. And I'll show you where that example is after we go through the rest of the requirements for this paper. Excuse me. You will choose 2 course outcomes. So you'll look at the syllabus. If you go to the syllabus here, you'll be able to find those course outcomes, but we'll also go through these on class on Thursday, so make sure you're there so you can fully understand what those course outcomes mean and what they're defined by. You'll identify that outcome and you'll summarize the ways you've interacted with this learning objective. And you'll include an example from your classwork, readings, or writing assignments to demonstrate what you've learned, how you were challenged, and or how you've improved. So, for example, if you choose a course outcome, you'll choose that course outcome, summarize what that means to you, and then show me how you've either challenged yourself with that course outcome, how you've improved it, and what ways you've learned that skill specifically. And explain how you see yourself approaching these skills in a future class or outside of academia. So in a career, in a research environment, anything that you see for yourself, how will you use that skill in a different way that isn't in another writing course? Secondly, you'll talk about learner growth specifically. So what have you learned about yourself as a learner this semester, as a student, and how will you improve yourself as a learner in the future? Because we have a growth mindset, we're always learning, we're always growing. So in this section, you'll talk about any academic or personal experience that have impacted you, and you can also look for points of reflection in that example, and we'll talk about this week as well. So identify what you've learned and what you've come to learn about yourself or understand this semester, and recall 1 or 2 concrete experiences which brought this understanding to light. So it could have been an assignment, it could have been a class discussion, it could have been while you were doing your homework, while you were reflecting, while you were revising. Any experience that has brought you an understanding of who you are as a learner. And then reflect on how this understanding will shape how you approach learning in the future. So is there anything you'll do differently, anything you've learned about yourself that can improve how you learn and how you be the student you want to be in future classes? That's part 1. That'll be about 2 pages. Part 2 is a revision plan. So the next 2 pages, you'll choose 1 major writing assignment. Let me know if you want to do A3 because you'll get your A3 grades back on Wednesday this week. And you're going to craft a revision plan on your letter. So right after your letter, you'll discuss how you would revise one of those 2 assignments. Of course, you're needing to go through the feedback on that assignment, reread it, re-go over the rubrics and assignment sheets for that assignment, and explain what you would revise based on its priority and according to the hierarchy of rhetorical concerns. Remember the hierarchy of rhetorical concerns we use for all of our papers, and I will link it here for your benefit. And focus on 2 to 3 specific revision needs and why you need to prioritize those. So what's most important and what would you focus on if you're going to revise that paper? Then you are going to outline it as if you were actually going to revise. What kind of research would you seek? How might you organize? What would your revised thesis look like? And what order would you do this in? So what are some things that you would need to do? And you can put this into just bullet points. Doesn't need to be full sentences. But then explain how these revisions are going to help you achieve the purpose for this assignment. So, for example, if it's A2, your purpose was to use a research argument to persuade your reader to your side. How will the revisions you've chosen help you achieve that purpose better? How is it affecting the purpose and the genre of this assignment? Then explain how the feedback you received, either from me, the Writing Center, the peer review feedback, or other readers that had read your paper and went through it, will influence the way you write in the future. So, what did I recommend? What did your peers recommend? What did a guardian recommend or the Writing Center recommend that is going to help you become a better writer? And what are you going to stick with you in order to help you better this paper? Optionally, you may also revise this paper, okay? Submit it to the original assignment, so you'll just resubmit a new document to that assignment, and you'll use your revision plan as best as you can and resubmit that assignment so that you can get a better grade. So I will regrade it for you. Your grade will never go down. I will never put it lower than the original grade you received, and I will always bump it up at least a little bit, just for trying your revision. But I will regrade it as a new assignment. So I will treat it as if you would turn it in like this the first time, and I will give you what I think you deserve. This says that you should submit revised paper by the same due date as a reflection portfolio. However, I'm going to give you an extra day. So if you submit your revision by Tuesday, December 15th, that is fine by me. But the sooner you can get in your revision, if you're choosing to revise, you have a better chance of me getting it done, and you can see where your grade's at before we hit that final week. So if you would like to get it done sooner, start with your revision plan, then move on to your letter so you can know what you're doing in your assignment. All right, so you'll submit here. Make sure to take a look at the assignment prompt and rubric so you can know exactly what you're looking for and you can see how you'll be graded. All right. Of course, let me know if you have any questions and go over this video again if you are needing any other explanations or if you just want to double check that you're hitting every point of this paper. All right, good luck everyone.